Hello, welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be building a basic microservice system with the help of Docker, Node.js, and the Nginx load balancer. Here, we will be creating the four different container, and inside that container, we'll be running the same Node application, and that Node application will display the message in a browser. So the basic architecture of the application, the system, the microservice system will be like this. Let's do some practical work. So first of all, I will be creating the project folder. So the project folder will be app, make, yeah, app folder, and inside app folder we'll be starting the node project. So yeah, done. So package.json is here. Now I'll be installing the express framework. So npm install save express. Okay, then open with the editor. So Visual Studio Code, yeah, project is open. Delete node module, we don't need it, and create the required file, right? Docker file and docker compose yml index.js, pull the latest image of the node. So yeah, then define a working directory, node.js app, and copy the package.json to docker container. So yeah, docker container done, and npm install to install the node package inside a container. Copy source to destination and start a project command. Yeah, the entry point will be index.js, right? Okay, yeah, done. Now let's define on the docker composer yml, docker compose yml. Okay, version is 3, services. Yeah, we'll be define the service over here. First service will be nginx load balancer, nginx load balancer, and let's pull the image, the latest image. Okay, nginx image. And then the volume, we need to define a volume. So just to copy the nginx configuration from project to the docker container. So let me create a nginx folder and define a nginx configuration. So default.conf, yeah, inside here. Okay, done. Yeah, I will be copying from source to destination, right? The source will be nginx slash default conf, and the destination, okay, and destination nginx.conf. Okay, done. Now bind the port, internal port 88, no, external port 8080, internal 80. Okay, done. Then define other services. We'll be running 4 different container, right? So app1 will be first container, image name, let's say app, node app. Okay, node app, we'll create this image. Let me create this image. Docker build dash t Node.js app. Yeah, build it. Oh, failing or typo there. So image is created. Now we need to just before that, yeah, define environment app id. Yeah, we'll be running on port 1111, right? Copy 4 different. Okay, 4 2 2 3 3 3 3 2 2 2 2 2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now it's ready, right? Now it's time to define the Nginx configuration. So user will be user Nginx, worker processes 1. Yeah, then we need to log an error, right? Log error Nginx slash error log 1. Okay, then process id slash Nginx run slash Nginx .pid events. Worker connection will 1024. Okay, now yeah, http upstream backend. This name will be anything, right? Backend. Yeah, server. Yeah, what are the servers? App1, and it's running on port 1111, right? Yeah, just create over there in a default configuration app 111. Just copy everything for 4 times. Okay, 444 333 222. Yeah, this one is ready. So next step is the define a server. So location, okay, proxy pass will be what we have defined, backend, right? Backend proxy pass https backend. Done. So let's create a project now. Actual import a express. Express app equal to express constant app id. Will be reading from the Docker compose file process.env environment, right? And app id. Okay, done. Yeah, default route. Display some message or send some message to the browser. So response.send will be sending the message with the container port number. So the port number will be the app id, right? So app id. Next step is to start a server. So app.listen will be listening on different port, right? App id. Yeah, and display some message on the screen. console screen. So console.log. Some message. App listening. App listening on port number. Port number will be app ID. Yes, save the file. Project is ready. Now just we need to remove the old image and create a new image, right? Docker image, remove, yeah, the old image. Okay, so we'll be creating the new image again. Node yeah, image is ready. So Docker compose up. Dash Docker compose up. Oh, what is that? App one proxy. Yeah, there is some error on the Docker compose file. We need to align this with the Nginx load balancer, right? Yeah, done. So again, Docker compose up. There is error, invalid. Okay. What is that? Port number. Yeah, there is. Okay, looks like everything is done. Compose up. Oh, again there is error. So app ID path unknown. Path unknown. Okay. Oh, here. It should be environment, not entry point. Okay. Again, compose. Wow, app is running, listening on port number. Okay, 4 different app. So let me open a browser. mm, mm, yeah, it's only running the one container, right? There is some bug. Okay, here we found it. Stop. Remove all the containers. Again, Docker compose up. Ready. Yeah, ready. Refresh browser. Wow, it's working, right? All the 4 containers are running. Now let me add another container. So yeah, 5. Okay, in a composer, Docker compose. Just copy it. 5. Yeah, stop all the containers. Okay, again Docker compose up. Yeah, yes, listening on 55, right? Yeah, working, it's 5. Okay, so everything is done. Thanks for watching this tutorial.